What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom of the video. And we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about, and this one gonna be hot off the presser. I ain't done a video, this fast in a while, but we have got new news about Deen the Great. If you're unfamiliar with Dean the Great has been the one. Well, he's a streamer, but he was viral for a lot of reasons, doing a lot of nut stuff.
Make sure you great.
Son on your place, get out my yard.
No, for real.
Go. Come on. You out. I told you it was cracking. Get out. Go home. She out. Nigga. Good test though.
You already know.
Yeah, she gotta go. She
You know
gotta
I had
go.
to run it.
Hey, get that off my yacht.
You know I had to run it. You know I had to run it, brother.
She gotta go.
You know I had to run it, brother. Had to test the.
After business.
You hear me?
No.
On stream lately, he's been going viral for having Adrian Broner on stream.
You understand?
To make it a moment.
I know it's alright.
I try to make it a moment.
Yeah, I don't care because I really love you, nigga. I cry in the shower because the tears blend in, nigga.
Damn.
So you really be sitting thinking about this shit, like you be stopping, you really deeply thinking, like damn.
Hell yeah.
Cause yeah, that's some real shit.
Think, cause on some real shit, like I done took care of over 100 niggas, and when I was fucked up, nigga, ain't nobody called, like and my niggas is millionaires, and they was under me, and I showed them the way, and that's why they did what they did and still do what they do to this day. And it's like, damn, y'all can't pick up the phone to call me, but when I was the man and I was on top, y'all ain't have to call me because I was already there, nigga. I know what fucked up look like, nigga. Nigga, here go 10,000, nigga. I know what being fucked up look like, nigga. I'm really from that, so that shit be hurting me when it was like, damn.
I felt that.
You feel me? And now, guess what though? I walk around with a pocket full of blues, you know, nigga. Okay, down around, nigga. Okay, down around, nigga.
Love you, guys.
Love you, bro.
You run the shit up, bro.
I already know.
Adrian Broner, the boxer, whose career kind of fell off a path due to what he did, but maybe he's resurrecting and streaming, and that's been a lot of the Dean the Great clips lately. So Dean the Great, I think it was either this morning or still today, was arrested and booked in a Miami-Dade County jail, specifically the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center. And he was arrested on charges of an attempted strong arm robbery. Now, we have finally got some backstory to it, because when you hear strong arm robbery, you think, of a typical robbery situation. They had something that, somebody else might want, he took. Now, when you hear that, you like, nah, ain't no way Dean the Great did that, because, like, he's in a position where his career is taking off. He's been successful in his career. So, what would he strong arm rob somebody for? And we finally got more details about it, and we understand that now it is more, it's more of a domestic issue. So, here this thing says, according to the police report obtained by the TMZ, the incident occurred after Dean kicked a woman named Destiny Allman off a yacht. She told officers he got upset because other men were talking to her, then grabbed her forearm, tried to snatch her phone, yelling for help to ensure she wasn't recording, put his hands on her multiple times and left a minor scratch on her arm. Ring camera footage from the yacht owner provided voluntary captured her curling up on the ground to protect the phone before breaking free. So, that's, details of the incident that we got. Now, we did, able, I think the whole world at this point, because people are in her comments already, have found this Destiny Allman girl. She is, as her Instagram is just her name with an extra A. So she was very easy to find. She has a Twitch, thing in her bio anyway, but people have already found her comments, since she's already, began to limit her comments. So, words travels pretty fast. People are calling her a rat and things of that sort. And you know how I get, with these communities behind a, streamer and things of that sort. So, a very interesting incident. I will say I do believe, his charges will eventually get dropped, because before, for what it sounded like, he literally just tried to snatch her phone, and, he might have scratched her in an instant. Not condoning what he's saying, but I think, this is not, worth a strong arm armory attempt. Like, this just doesn't sound like strong arm robbery. And I will say, though, we do, especially men in position of power, we got to stop letting women trick us out our position. And, well, I said it like I'm in position of power, my bad. But we got to stop, black men, basically. We got to stop letting women trick us out our position, because he may have liked her and things of that sort. He may have thought, he could see a future where I don't know. I don't know about the closest of their relationship prior to this, but obviously, she's interested in. I ain't gonna say she's interested in other people, but she was talking to other people. She was allowing people to, to talk to her. So she may not, be, 100% committed to Dean, and she also just may be a clout chaser. I just don't want to put that smoke on her name because I don't know the lady, but she also may be a clout chaser. She just may be, hanging out in that scene, and she's going to, whoever gives her attention and what she needs, elevate. So I don't know, but I just think, Dean and great with the way your, career was going, it's, trajectory is going up, up and up, especially with, especially with, the narrative kind of changing around him because at first Dean and great was kind of that dude, who was just pissing people off and, doing stupid things on stream. Obviously, he was having virality because of it, but this Adrian Broner, part of it has made, people look at him a little different. So, and I think in a positive way. So, and I just think it was a great idea to bring, a former boxer on there and, just show a different side of things. So, like I said, his trajectory is going up, and I would hate to see a woman trick him out of it. But I do believe, these charges will get dropped at the end of the day. And even though the thing is, people are, are in her comments calling her a rat and things of that sort. Let's be honest, this is probably going to still help elevate her career. Just getting her name all out there, like they say, all even all publicity is good publicity. So even with people trying to call her right and things of that sort, this is still gonna elevate her career. Now I will also say, before we got the full backstory, because we still don't know really the full backstory. That's just what the police report says, and obviously she filed a police report, so it's coming from her perspective. She could have felt in danger and things of that sort. So we just don't need to go out and condemn her and call her a rat before before we know the full story, because he could have been overreacting, and she felt in danger. He felt like what his actions were aggressive, and yeah. So I just we need to before people start reacting and comment on this. I feel like we should get a full story. But like I said, bro, don't want to see no black man in jail. But like I said, I don't think much will come for this because it just doesn't sound like a crazy incident at the end of the day. Now, as far as in Florida, because like I said, he was in Miami, this attempted strong arm robbery is considered a secondary felony, which is up to 15 years of prison and $10,000 in fine. Like I said, I think the charges get dropped because part of that, statute is the fact that you had intent to commit a robbery. I don't think he has intent to commit a robbery. I just think he wanted to see what was going on with her phone. I don't think he was going to, keep her phone and things of that sort, but he just wanted to see what was going on with it. And like I said, don't know the full story yet, so we can't say that. But like I said, 15 years of stream, 100,000. I mean 10,000. I just don't believe that's going to end up happening. Like I said, it'll probably, they'll probably get both sides of the story. Either she'll, see, end up dropping it because a lot of women in circumstance do end up dropping it, or they'll just be like, it's not worth the case. And so that's really all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, on the video, and we out.